Okay, we're going into A1. The A is broken. Today is
the 25th.
The 25th of October. What time is it? I should have that ready. It is 9:55 in the morning. We have gotten keys to Julie Allen and Wade Johnson's unit. This is the condition that they left the unit in. This is video documentation of that. You can see extreme smoke damage throughout the whole apartment. There are stickers all over the door.
The unit stinks terribly.
I wish you could smell it. It's horrible.
I had to open the window, so it's pretty rotten.
You can see where an attempt to scrub
I have to show you this here. Let me
air
pull this off. Look how black that is. That's from cigarette.
Why don't you pull it off so you can see it in the light? Hold it up by the window. You can see, yeah, perfect.
Even the fins are just clogged black.
All of that is black inside of there. You can see it up there is pretty black. You can see that there's an attempt to wash.
The windows are greasy.
See where her fixtures were that she had hanging on the walls. Pictures. An attempt to clean. Outlets are
burnt black.
Burnt black. Spider webs are left.
The windows are greasy. The windowsill covers are just black.
Filthy.
There's several toggle anchors in the wall that have to be patched. This is from the heat registers burning all the smoke.
She had a shelf here, and those were the anchors. You can see that there's a huge chunk missing right here. Above the heat registers and the heat registers themselves, you can see it is very black. What happens is when you smoke in a unit, the tar will stick to the walls, and when the heat registers are turned on, it'll bake the cigarette smoke into the walls. That's what that black coloration is. You see there's
fuzz and
severe smoke damage
the
throughout.
ceilings are black.
Carpet, you can see a fine definition of where furniture was and where furniture wasn't. And she had pictures in a shelf hanging up here.
She did not make
These are ours. No cleaning was done in the apartment whatsoever. You can see the temperature controls
Thermostat
are really, really gross too. The stove. Nancy, can you pull that stuff off the stove so I can get... Backside of it is also really gross. Both sides of it. The stove underneath. I'll come back to the stove. Jerry, can I have you move it into the light so we can actually see that? So I'll come back to the stove. Oh, he's quick. Never mind. You can see that the stove is completely charred. Along with that, this is thick. It's incredibly thick. Front of the stove. You can see that there's smoke damage on it as well. It's going to take a lot of cleaning. Drawers left gross.
inside the refrigerator.
Inside of the fridge. Gross that is inside. Down below, that's all from smoke damage right there. All that black. Freezer. Again, places I've actually never seen smoke damage before. Inside of the back of the freezer.
Look at the top of the freezer.
You can see right there.
Look at the top of it.
Look at that. The rubber gaskets. Let's see there. It's black.
We're gonna take the room.
Side of the freezer and fridge. You can see there's an attempt to wash it right here. It looks like she tried scrubbing this a little bit at least. Very back. Again, look at the filter. This is just the back side. Jerry, can I have you take this piece off right here? I want to see what's in the guts. So while you're doing that, this is, I will go up top, show you the top. You can see that she had things on top. Again, you can see that rubber gasket. The fan. Serious smoke damage on that. The fan is literally fuzzy, as you can see right there. Jerry should have that back thing off now. Oh my lord. This is the wood piece on the back of the fridge that protects all of these elements in here. You can, do you have a flashlight?
I do.
All right, I'm going to have you shine a flashlight in here because what we're seeing you can't really see on the video very well. And I want to make sure that, all right, you can see that it is covered all over. Look at these coils. I've never seen smoke damage this severe. I mean, it is throughout and it goes all the way back. Fact. Look at that. That's one swipe. Right back in here. You can see how deep all that goes. The only way that this fridge is solvable is to tear it apart piece by piece and hope that it runs the same. So we'll be just replacing the fridge. This is where the fridge sat. This is underneath it.
Never been pulled out. The outlets are just completely burnt.
You can actually see where the cord was hanging off the wall. This very back, down on the base here, that's where that plate that we just took off and showed you, that's where that was sitting. So you can see it not only damaged the fridge, that plate, but also the wall. Cupboards. Thank you. This is the cupboard above where the fridge was. This is all dust, but also smoke damage. As you can see, even my fingers in between those two spots, that's not just dust. Up on top, thank you, Jerry, you can see a very thick layer of smoke damage as well. And this goes all the way around. When it comes to the cupboards themselves, you can see where she had everything. They had everything, I should say. Again, hours and hours of cleaning this is going to take. Was this left here?
Yes.
Okay. So garbage was left behind too. countertops,
Filthy.
filthy. The sink. Did she take this off or did you guys take it off?
I did not.
Okay, so this was taken off before we got in here. That is the grate. I believe in my last video this was one of the most disgusting things that we did see. She had a clock right here. You can see a fine definition of where it was. Light. This cupboard.
Look in the drawers too.
Mm-hmm.
Look in the drawers too.
Look underneath the sink and see if there's any.
Okay. There's these cupboards above the dishwasher. Under the sink. Dishwasher. There's rust. So there's rust spots. What's that piece of glass from?
I don't know who was in there when I opened it up this morning.
Okay. Dishwasher is salvageable, but it's, again, going to take some severe cleaning. You can see that cigarette smoke has gotten into everything. This is where the stove sat. You can see the wall right here is really disgusting. Spider webs, food plastered all over, drip down. See on the floor. Again on the wall. Outlet is gross. So cupboard. And you can also see the exhaust fan. But this is the gross part. All up in here.
I was just gonna say, you guys want some of my ice cream? I just come to bother you.
Let's see. Sidewalls. There's chips and dings all over in them. No, let's go open up the drawers. So while we're finishing in the kitchen, again, drawers are really gross. They're sticky. I mean, they're sticky on my fingers just from wiping that. You got it right. My fingers are really sticky. Oh, look at Jerry's fingers.
Oh, this is that stuff on there.
This one isn't as sticky, but it's still incredibly dirty. Thank you. Oh, right underneath, you can see all of the leftover food and stuff in the corners. And this is where the fridge was. Okay. There was a cut in the vinyl. 3 cuts. Where are they? One's right here. There's a cut in the vinyl right here. It's about 1 inch long or so.
There's one right there.
There's a huge tear. Take the light off. Okay, there we go. Huge tear right there. Yep. That's about the size of a nickel
There's another one.
or so.
Oh, there's another one somewhere.
Yeah, there is another one somewhere. While Jerry and I go down to the hallway, why don't you see if you can... We have stuff all over the kitchen right now, so I'm sure it's underneath the fridge or something. Carpeting. I'm going to do a quick scan of all the carpeting. Here's a fine line of where her furniture was. You can see. And again, over by the heat registers. Walls again. Now we're walking into the hallway. There's nails and a bunch of stuff left behind. There's candle wax on the walls. Dust and soot everywhere. I have no idea what this is. To be honest, it looks like human feces, but I'm not sure. Little nail holes everywhere. The electrical panel. You can see the cigarette smoke starting to drip. Corners. Get into the bathroom. You can see some definite fingerprints. The top of the doorway. Bathrooms. We redid the floors in the bathroom.
The caulking needs to be
When did we
redone.
did the floors last winter?
Mhm.
Last winter. Our
No, it's 2 years ago on this one. Last year was the other building.
okay, so 2 years ago we redid the floor. Inside the bottom, it actually looks pretty decent outside of needing a really heavy clean. Vanity. You can obviously tell that there was no attempt to clean whatsoever. I mean, on top of these outlets, that's thick cigarette smoke. There's anchors in the walls that gotta be pulled out and patched out. Toilet. It's broke off and filthy. Tub.
Exhaust fan cover is...
This exhaust
way
fan
out.
cover is... I mean, that explains the smoke damage right there in a one-picture shot. I mean, you can see how thick it is. The shower rod, this is from the heat of the bathroom. And all the cigarette tar
Just runs right off.
just runs right off of it. And it drips down off this shower rod.
Caulking used to be white.
It sure did. That's all we use is white caulking. So all of that has been discolored. Tub was left in very disgusting shape. I mean, it's gross. Again, I can't tell you the smell of this unit. It is beyond anything I've ever smelled before. Again, got stuff on the door here. Doors will need a thorough scrub down. The wall directly on the other side of the bathroom, she had a picture there. You can see the discoloration. Again, we got dings in the corner bead. That's on both sides. This must have just happened from moving out. I didn't see this last time we were in here when we did our pre-inspection. The wall right next to the bathroom, again, you can see
Anchors.
the cigarette smoke all the way lining. Where she had some pictures, some deep
Huge anchors.
huge anchors that need to get pulled out and patched. Bottom of the wall, some severe smoke damage as well. While I'm here, here's the hallway carpet.
Light fixtures above your head are filthy, need to be replaced.
Smoke detector, look at that thing.
That's terrible.
I mean, it's supposed to be white. It looks like a nice beige color now. Actually, I'm going to shut off this hall light. You can see the base of this light. That's supposed to be white as well.
Look at the front, the other side of it where it's, the window must have been open and the smoke came
You
in.
can, yeah, this side is definitely darker. And again, look at the smoke detector when the light's not on it. The base of it. All the way around. Again, there's spider webs, soot clouds, all the way around. I've never seen a unit like this before. Not to this extent. Carpet. This is the small bedroom. We get the carpeting first. She used this bedroom for storage.
One maintenance issue I see here is this copper pop-off tube should be turned over that drain right there instead of here. It's going to flood into the,
Yep.
if it ever goes, the whole water heater needs to be turned.
See how filthy this is? And look at that. Oh, those. I don't even know if you can call those spider webs. And the shelf. Shelf here. Let's see. Wall and the ceiling. Oh, I just put my hand on something. It's a nail. There's a nail right here.
Where?
I just poked my finger with it.
Okay.
So we'll have to take that out.
Yep.
Thermostat. Do these ones come off like the other building?
Yep. Ooh, look at that. Yummy, huh?
Look at the buildup on there. Let's see if... At least it's there. You can see huge scratches. On these doors. Second door. Everything is sticky. I wish I could show how sticky it is. I don't know what all that stuff is. This is all a little miscellaneous stuff she left behind. They left behind. The shelf. Even on the ceiling. She had shelving, like I said, this unit was used, or this bedroom was used as a storage, and she had large shelving placed here, which in my previous video you've seen. These are where those shelving was hooked into the wall, where those anchors are. So all these are going to have to be patched, sanded down, and retextured. You can see all the cigarette smoke throughout. And again, the ceiling.
That's where the plastic was up against the wall right there.
The plastic totes?
Yeah, see right here, looks against the wall.
Oh, that thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. And look at the corner, top of the ceiling. Heat registers. I'm gonna have you shine the light into. Let's see how gross those are. Is that hair?
Mm-hmm.
That's hair. Cat hair? They had a, oh, they did, didn't they?
Yep.
Just not when they moved out. They used to have a cat. Windows.
Sticky, sticky.
Everything's sticky and dirty. There's a very thick layer on the windows themselves. You can see the sills are all really bad. These blinds are amazingly dirty. Wow. Let's drop them. Want to shine your light on that? Come up close. They're like a different color than what they used to be. They're supposed to be white, and they look beige. They're sticky. I mean, there. And that's how you can see the smoke damage right there. I mean, it is covered all over these. So we are going to replace those. She must have had something hanging there.
Curtain rod.
Curtain rod.
Yep.
Yeah, you can see the rods. Ceiling. Stuff hanging down. There's the corner. The wall. Back up. Again, we're still just in a small bedroom. There's supposed to be a smoke detector right there, as you can see where it used to be. It is completely missing.
It's right there. There's
Oh,
the base for it.
well, there's the base for it on the floor, but the detector itself is gone.
Yep.
Doors. What is this? There's something on the door. Hopefully that scrubs out. Front of the door. Scratches, nicks, dings all over. Top of the door.
Fuzz.
It's fuzzy. Alright. Now we're entering the master bedroom. You can see down in the corners, in between the two door frames, the smoke bellowed through there as well, up into the corner. Again, this is where that first smoke detector is. We're just walking into the second bedroom, the master. There's a big chip in the door right here. Say it's about an inch long from top to bottom, but there's a huge gash halfway in between, as you can see. All of these hinges are very sticky and have smoke damage all over them. Again, there's a little nick right here, which is probably about half an inch, maybe. Measurements aren't my thing. Again, down here, got a big gouge taken out as well. That one is about an inch and about a half inch wide. There's a hole in the plaster right here too. That'll have to be patched and retextured. Again, smoke detector. It's supposed to be right here, and it's gone. The base is there, but the actual smoke detector itself is not. Nicks and dings all over the door. Again, this is to the master bedroom. Come on in here, Jerry. Shut the door. See Bunch of cobwebs, things like that in the corner. Another nick. Scratches at the bottom. This must have been done from a cat. Those all look like cat scratches. I don't know what that is. It looks like there was a fingerprint. You can see them all over. So this is the wall next to the door. She had a picture up there. They had a picture. And right here where you see this big circle, take your light off it real quick. You see that big circle? They had a dresser with a mirror. And in my last video, you can actually see the mirror because it was still in here when we did our pre-inspection. A picture was right there. Some shelf was right there. This corner, look at that, how black that is. Again, this is the master bedroom. We can see where everything was, including a dream catcher. You can actually see where the feathers hang down. Can you take those boxes and move them quick? There are and this is the corner. Went all the way up. And that corner, smoke damage. You can physically see where absolutely everything was hung. Anchors, again, have to be pulled out, fixed and retextured. Little holes here and there. It's black.
Blinds are yuck.
The blinds in here, yeah, you can actually see the tar on these. I mean, oh gosh, turn them the other way. My finger got like stuck to it when it was the other way. Shine your light on that. It's not too bright. You can see. I just licked my finger. See that? Oh, I shouldn't have licked my finger. On top of the ceiling.
Windowsill, bottom plate's gone.
Yep. This is something we didn't notice until after they had moved out. The bottom plate underneath this sill